workplaces. Go to careers.progressive.com and apply today. If you are just tuning in, welcome. We are going to get to what happened last night and what's going to happen on Sunday. But if you're watching on the television side, you see this.
Disgusting.
For those on the radio side, let me
disgusting.
explain. Chris Canty is wearing a particularly tight Louisville football jersey. Why? Because Harry Douglas, who just joined us, weekdays 3 p to 7 p Eastern, Freddie and Harry here on ESPN Radio, presented by Progressive Insurance. You guys made a bet a year ago with the Virginia-Louisville game. Louisville beat Virginia. You have to wear a Louisville jersey now for the remainder of the show.
Yeah.
The bet now continues because you're running it back for this weekend's game where your squad is a top 25 team. And if you win, Harry has to return the favor both on Freddie and Harry as well as get up next week.
Correct.
But in the meantime, you're wearing, again, a very small Louisville jersey.
And the only way I get out of said jersey is if my Virginia Cavaliers go on the road and take care of business, because if they lose, then I will be forced to wear this jersey again on our show on Tuesday, as well as on First Take.
I still don't think Stephen A. is going to allow
Stephen
it.
A. is not going to like that.
He's not going to like it, but I have to be a man of my word. I'm not Dan Orlovsky. I'm going to pay off the bet.
Integrity matters.
Absolutely.
We are a show of accountability.
Absolutely. If I can't wear this jersey on First Take next Tuesday if my team loses, then I guess I'm not going to be on First Take.
Wow.
That's how serious it is. This is not a game. This is my word.
Wow.
When you make that kind of wager, there has to be some stakes.
I respect that.
And that's why the game is going to be huge this weekend. I need my boys to take care of business. I don't want to be embarrassed. I don't want to have to wear this disgusting, god-awful jersey on national television again. It's awful.
Yeah, maybe. So Coach Elliott joined us after the big win over Florida State.
Absolutely.
He talked about the speech that you gave the team earlier in the year and how inspiring it was, how he had words of wisdom from you that he still references to this day when talking to his guys.
Yeah.
You ain't need to get down there and let them know what's at stake, CC.
I'm not going to be able to get down there this weekend to watch the game, but I mean, I hope that they get the message. Matter of fact, I know they will, because I'm going to send the SID folks the video of me putting on this disgusting jersey just to make sure everybody understands, hey, we're going to get the win for us, but also it's going to help our guy Chris Canty out so he doesn't have to wear this on national television.
That's right.
Because it's going to be a reminder, if they lose, that they let not only themselves down, but they let me down. And everybody on national television is going to be reminded, because Chris Canty, a UVA alum, is going to be wearing a Louisville jersey.
And then conversely,
Again.
when they win, I'm going to speak it into existence for you.
Thank you.
When they win, Harry Douglas will be wearing Virginia Cavaliers gear all over ESPN properties. So a reminder of the dominance of Virginia.
Great advertising for Coach Elliott and the turnaround that the program is growing through. Come on, guys.
So
let's go.
Per sources close to me, I heard you not only want to return the favor, you're trying to order the smallest UVA jersey you can find.
Yes, because I forgot how tight game jerseys are. Right. See, people think the game jerseys are the things that folks buy in the store. No, they're not. The game jerseys are super tight just to keep offensive linemen or defensive linemen from being able to grab you, ball carriers from being able to get grabbed by defenders, so on and so forth. So when you put these things on, first of all, you need help to put them on. You need help to get into them. You guys saw me during the break. Yeah. Harry Douglas had to help me put it on.
Yeah, it's tight.
And there's a protocol that we go through. Like, we know exactly how you have to do it. You put both arms in, then you let somebody get in front of you, and they pull it over your head. Like, it's hard to get in these things, and then it's hard to breathe in these things. So I want it to be extra tight, so it's hard for Harry to breathe, and when he's going on get up and he has to do that boy bad and all that other stuff.
He can't move.
He can't move. He can't breathe. That's what I want. That's what I want.
It's small.
I want to ruin Harry Douglas's week. I want to ruin his month by him having to wear Virginia gear on national television and on his show, Freddie and Harry. Let's go.
I'm cheering for you.
Thank you. I know you are.
I got your
back.
back.
I know you are. We're cousins.
Obviously.
Blue and orange.
Also rep the blue and orange for you, since you have to wear that the rest of the show.
Well, I'm only wearing this for the next 3 hours. After that, I'm going to take this thing off and burn.
Are we going to have to cut you out of that?
You know what? I did not think that far ahead. I don't know how the hell I'm going to get out of this thing.
Getting out of that is going to be a challenge.
It might take both of you to help me get out of this.
Yeah, I can do it.
Yeah, exactly. This is not going to be easy. Man, these things are so tight.
Yeah, are you uncomfortable right now?
I feel like I need like one of those oxygen masks now that they have on the sideline. You know, guys get oxygen to breathe. I feel like I need that right now. It's hard to do a radio show with this jersey on.
I can't even imagine getting shoulder pads in there.
Yeah.
Well, it's stretchy. That's the whole thing,
no,
right?
but I watched him put it on. It's not that stretchy.
I'm walking over to you. Is that part stretchy? Yeah, a little bit, but not much.
No,
it doesn't have as much give as you would think.
No, it doesn't.
It's a challenge.
No, this is tight. This is tight.
All right.
Better win.
Now we have a reason to extra get into that Louisville, Virginia game this weekend. That is for sure. You could be a part of Unsportsmanlike Nation on the Dr. Pepper call line at 888-SAY-ESPN. ESPN Nation is presented by Dr. Pepper. It's not college football season without the delicious taste of an ice cold Dr. Pepper. College football, it's a pepper thing. All right, so last night, 3 teams advanced in Major League Baseball. The Yankees got 12 strikeouts from rookie Cam Schlittler in their win over the Boston Red Sox. They advanced to take on the Blue Jays. The Tigers advanced with a 6-3 victory over the Guardians. They advanced to take on the Mariners. The Cubs advanced with a 3-1 win over the Padres. They're going to advance to take on their rivals, one of their rivals in the Milwaukee Brewers in the next round. Tremendous baseball, all heard right here on ESPN Radio. And the Niners last night, a huge win over the Rams, 26-23, despite not having Brock Purdy and George Kittle and 3 wide receivers as well as Nick Bosa. An amazing win for Mac Jones, who's 3-0 as a starter, 6 touchdowns, 1 pick so far this season for the Niners. Now, there were comments made by a star quarterback that make you sit here and scratch your head a little bit as we get ready for this weekend's NFL action. The Ravens and the Texans. Again, one of those games before the season that you would have said playoff preview, and now it's first pick of the draft preview because both teams are not very good right now. CJ Stroud had this to say as an assessment of his year so far.
Being 23, I'm not like fully in my grown man body all the way yet. You know, I'm still growing every year. And I just think like I gotta just continue to be hard on myself about not only just lifting weights but eating the right foods. Like that's been a big thing too. So yeah, that's just a thing where I think the explosiveness comes from like being better with my diet, being better with stretching. I feel like I'm getting old, so I'm not as quick as I used to be. I was watching my high school stuff a couple days ago. I was like 180 and I was rolling. Not no more, but yeah, I try to just be better with that stuff so I can run fast.
Am I wrong to think that's a little alarming? What is he talking? He's not as quick as he used to be, and he's 23, turning 24. I'm not suggesting you are going to be built like you were in high school, and there's going to be a different physical appearance, obviously, but my understanding, and maybe I'm wrong, is that a lot of NFL players get into that physical condition with all of the professionals around them in terms of the nutrition and training, that they're in the best condition of their lives.
Yeah, I don't think it's a situation where he's not in good condition. I just think that the athletes around him are a lot faster. The athletes around him are world class. They're elite.
But 23, 24 being considered old?
That's his perspective. And he's dominated at every level of football. But you're not just going to step into the National Football League and dominate. Even though he had a really good rookie season, remember, everybody got a chance to see him on tape. Everybody got a chance to get the full scouting report after his rookie year, know his strengths and weaknesses, and make adjustments from there on. And I think he's dealing with the rest of the league catching up to him. And so now it's about being able to make the adjustments to the adjustments that everyone else has made. And that's the next evolution of C.J. Stroud. That's the next evolution of any young quarterback. So that's what we're seeing, and that's what he's going through. Now, the key for him is being able to get on the other side of it. And what complicates it is that now in year 3, he's got a different offensive coordinator. His offensive line looks completely different. He's had a lot of skill position players out of the lineup. 2 of his top 3 receivers, Tank Dell and Christian Kirk, have missed the majority of the game this year. No Joe Mixon. We'll see what ends up happening with Woody Marks. It feels like they found lightning in a bottle with him on the road to Tennessee Titans last week. So we'll see if he can continue to play well. But C.J. Stroud has a lot on him. And there's going to be a lot expected of him, especially knowing that he's contract extension eligible after this season. So he has to find a way to get this team right. And it has to continue this week against a Baltimore Ravens team that is depleted.
Yeah, he has a golden opportunity to try to get right this weekend versus Baltimore. You mentioned they're absolutely decimated by injuries, Lamar Jackson chief among them. But the defense for Baltimore is something that he should be able to take advantage of. They've allowed 133 points in 4 games This Baltimore Ravens defense does not look like a historic Baltimore Ravens defense. We think about toughness, physicality. We think about certain characteristics when we think about the Baltimore Ravens, and we're not seeing that this season. So disappointing start to the year for C.J. Stroud and the Texans, sitting there at 1-3. But you have a rare opportunity to go into Baltimore and beat a team that's won 6 straight over your franchise because of what they're dealing with right now.
Yeah, I understand what everybody's saying. I just can't get out of my head some of these comments because he comes off, CJ Stroud, to me, as an A+ kind of guy. And I think what he's going to clearly realize is the level that you have to be at for sustainability in that league where you guys are all-time elite, insane athletes that work their butts off to get to that place. He has worked his butt off to get to that place and been successful. But now to be successful for the next 10 years, I already can envision the off-season stories that we're going to do on C.J. Stroud, training with this person and training with, he met with Luca's dietitian. And now, you just can envision it happen. And I'm not calling him heavy. I'm saying, whatever it is that he's done, because that was alarming to me. I'm sorry, it was. It was alarming to me that he feels like something's a little bit off, that he's not the level of athleticism that he used to be. And he's 3 years into his NFL career. That is stunning to me.
But could it just be that as his body is maturing and he's gaining muscle and things like that and focusing more on what he's putting in his body, and when he references his high school football film that he was watching, that he's becoming a different version of himself? And by the way, you talk about these elite athletes. The players that he's getting hit by and the hits that he's absorbing and the way his body's responding to that, it's not college. It's not high school. It's completely different. So maybe you have reason to be alarmed. When I heard those comments, it was more or less, I can't do things the way that I used to, and I have to take this to a different level in order to put my body in the best position to compete.
But we do the hot mess rankings every week. Mm-hmm. If they lose this week to a depleted Ravens team without Lamar Jackson after these comments, I can give you a prediction right now. They're going to find their way into the hot mess rankings.
Can I go on the other side of this for a second? Because you just drilled down on the key to me. You said without Lamar Jackson.
Assuming without Lamar Jackson.
The Baltimore Ravens haven't ruled out Lamar Jackson.
Right.
Should we read into that? Because I know Shefty came on our show earlier this week and he said the Ravens' silence speaks volumes in terms of how they feel and the potential severity of this. What are the Baltimore Ravens doing?
I like it, actually. Mess with the opponent any way you can.
Why? Because it's Belichickian?
Well, I mean, why am I giving you information? I'm going to waste your time, and you're going to have to prepare for both guys because Cooper Rush ain't Lamar Jackson. Breaking news. I'm wasting your time. I don't have to rule him out if I don't want to.
Well, you're not going to get the Lamar Jackson that runs the football. You're not getting that version of him.
Understood.
So either way, you're preparing for a pocket quarterback. We just don't know what he looks like yet. I don't know. I just seem like it just seems strange because the Ravens are in a tight spot. If they lose these next 2 games, the Texans and the Rams, week 5 and week 6, their season is in effect over.
Yeah.
So I'm wondering if this is a scenario where Lamar Jackson tries to have a Willis Reed type of moment and roll out there knowing that he can't run, but operate from the shotgun, still try to be out there for his team. I'm not saying that he's going to play, but I'm wondering, are they entertaining that? Should they entertain that, given where they're at with their season?
I just think the only tight spot is you in that Louisville jersey. Louisville and Virginia, 3:30 p.m. Eastern, ESPN2 tomorrow. Our buddy Peter Schrager will join us next. We're on Sportsmanlike, presented by Progressive Insurance.